Shalom Israel. First, I want to all praise going on to Yahweh by Shemal Shah by Shem Kakadash, the voice of the Apostle Israel Milson. Besides his water to Israel. And for this lesson, basically want to go into how the suffering we're going through now is building us up for the times to come. All right, because if we weren't suffering, if we didn't have to go, or if we didn't go through anything, how do you expect to be built up to endure, even harder times? Because some things, some brothers' afflictions are lighter or heavier than others, vice versa. But ultimately, we all gonna have to suffer. Acts 14:22. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So, you know, we got to be built up. All right. But let me stop rambling. Romans 5:4. It says, or 3. It says, we can rejoice too, NOT, when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance. So the things we go through, it develops our endurance. And that word endurance means ability to bear suffering. All right. We can go into endure, to undergo or suffer, to continue in existence. All right. So, being able to suffer. All right. Because, we got to have patience. We're on the Lord's timing. All right. And it ultimately goes down to the Lord testing us. Because, hold up, let me just keep reading, because I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, it says, "An endurance develops strength of character, and character strength strengthens our confident hope of salvation." All right, so these trials and tribulations, they ultimately build us up. They develop our character. They make us more, more wise. We come out more pure on the other side, because these trials and tribulations are compared to as a furnace. All right. And when you put when you put gold in, like, when you have gold and it has all types of impurities on it, what are you gonna do? You go, this precious. You want to make it more precious. Well, you got to put it through that fire. And what do you think the Lord's doing with us? All right. He's refining his jewels. Sirach 2 and 1, it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." All right, so prepare to catch hell. "Set thy heart right, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." So set thy mind right, get your mind right, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Let's read it in GNT. What is it? Sirach 2 and 1, it says, "My son, my child, if you're going to serve the Lord, be prepared for times when you will be put to the test. Be sincere and determined. Keep calm when trouble comes. Stay with the Lord, never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days. Accept whatever happens to you. Even if you suffer humiliation, be patient. Gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation." Being brought low. Good times when you broke. Times where you get left, or woman leaves you, or just all the shit that this life entails of. All right, but you gotta understand, it's only building us up. Easier said than done, obviously, but we have to endure it. There's no other option. All right, it says, "Trust the Lord, and he will help you. Walk straight in his ways, and put your hope in him." So cleave unto him. All right. All you that fear the Lord, wait for him to show you his mercy. And that's the thing. We gotta wait for the Lord. We gotta. We're on his time. He's not on our time. Do not turn away from him, or you will fall. All you that fear the Lord, trust him, and you will certainly be rewarded. All you that fear the Lord, look forward to his blessings of mercy and eternal happiness. Think back to the ancient generations and consider this. Has the Lord ever disappointed anyone who has put his hope in him? Has the Lord ever abandoned anyone who held him in constant reverence? Has the Lord ever ignored anyone who prayed to him? All right. So if you fear the Lord, you serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. Why don't you think the Lord gonna come through? But yet you gonna think the Lord gonna come through for these wicked ass people out here? No, you're just being tested, and that's half the battle is knowing you're being tested. As I got that from the elder Amon Gabar. It says the Lord is kind and merciful. He forgives our sin and keeps us safe in time of trouble. But those who lose their nerve are doomed. All those sinners who try to have it both ways. Doom is sure to come for those who lose their courage. They have no faith, and so they will have no protection. Doom is sure to come for those who lose their hope. What will they do when the Lord comes to judge them? All right. So the only way to get to it is to go through it. All right. And we want these things. We want the kingdom and the promises, right? Well, guess what? We have to be built up to actually inherit those things. All right. I mean, nah. Let me. I'm getting too ahead of myself. We gotta be built up as kings. All right. I heard this in GMS Mississippi. I forgot the elder's name, but he brought out the fact that when you had these younger kings back in the ancient world, when the kings were young, they weren't partying, BSing, and doing all types of vanity. No, they were getting right. They were basically being built up. All right, to inherit that lot. All right. So what do you think the Lord's doing with us? All right. But a little quick video. Someone on spirit. Brothers catching hell. We all catching hell. But guess what? We gotta go through it to get to it. All right. And just keep enduring. All right. Easier said than done, but it's only for a moment. All right. So, Lord, when this lesson was edifying, wanting to give all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Al Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Till next time, Shalom.